All right, good morning, FPO fam, peoples of the world. Whether you're joining us here in the building or through the magic of technology, welcome. I have a few items, like a couple big ticket family business items, a couple kind of smaller items, and I was going to see if Josh had anything, but he and I hadn't had a chance to check in yet, but maybe you can shout down any youth things and I'll try and interpret them as we go. But right off the bat, I'd say this last Wednesday, maybe some of you know that last Sunday I kind of championed on my own behalf a new program I got a lot of energy for. It's a sermon brainstorm that we're doing midweek. Wednesday from 6 to 6:45, I just am inviting anybody who wants to come, and last week we sat in the foyer. I guess we'll have to move and go to a less comfortable place if too many come, but we just sort of engaged with this week's sermon. We didn't try and look at last week's and understand it any better. I presented what I had for this Sunday, and we talked through it. And let me just tell you, it was exactly what I hoped it would be. It was engaging, it was thoughtful, it was dynamic. I got a little wound up, and I found myself thinking, it could be that some of the folks who came might have actually left feeling a little sore, like, oh, Brian, you really came at us with some things. And I would just say, here's how I was looking at it for sure. I feel like we did some heavy lifting together. What we accomplished in the time there was like 5 hours of deep personal work I'd have had to do otherwise. So thank you. Thank you to those of you who showed up, and we're going to keep doing it, and I'm excited, and I just want to say, come, let's talk about it. We'll be kind of unpacking a sermon for 2 weeks from now, because Josh is preaching next week, but I think there's probably enough there for us to spend the time. So thank you, it's just what I hoped for, and I want to highlight too that last Saturday, a week ago Saturday, I went to a presbytery gathering. Now, if you're not part of kind of our church in a regular way, maybe it doesn't make sense to say that. On our church's behalf,